The Brooks Adrenaline GTS 24 and the Nike Structure 26 are two of the most popular stability shoes in each range. However, they differ in terms of how they feel underfoot and how they provide their stability. I'll break down these features so you know which one is best for you. In the Brooks Adrenaline GTS 24, we have the DNA Loft nitrogen injected midsole, which is quite a balanced midsole compared to the previous model, which was quite firm. So you sink into it a little bit, but it pushes you back out pretty quickly. So it's quite a responsive midsole. Whereas in the Structure 26, we had a change from the Structure 25, so they removed the Cushlon 3.0 and they've replaced it with the ReactX midsole, which in the Vomero 18 is a very springy, very bouncy model, but still quite firm in the Structure 26. So it's a little bit firmer than what we see in the Adrenaline, although it is quite balanced overall. So you will feel that firmness when you apply contact to the ground a little bit sooner than you do in the Adrenaline. And then as we look at the amount of cushion you have underneath your foot, well, we have a 10mm drop in the Nike Structure 26 with 38mm in the rear foot, 28 in the forefoot. We have a slightly bigger drop in the Adrenaline GTS 24 with a 12mm difference from the back to the front of the shoe, with 35mm in the rear foot, 23 in the forefoot. So a lot less padding underneath your forefoot, but still moderately stiff to give adequate protection, whereas we have a bit more flexibility in the Structure 26. So those of you who enjoy that flexibility will enjoy the 26. Those of you who need a little bit more protection underfoot might enjoy the Adrenaline GTS 24. However, if you're standing in it for long periods of time, it's important to keep in mind that a 10 and a 12mm drop is still quite high, so when standing for long periods it can put extra pressure on your forefoot. Those of you with sensitivity around there, you may not enjoy it. However, it's really good for taking the pressure off the Achilles as you move through the gait cycle. Then when we look at the stability features in each shoe, they're slightly different as well. So we've got the guide rail system built into the Adrenaline GTS 24, so that's their go-to support system, which is the stripy pattern on the inside of the shoe. So that goes from the heel to the midfoot, and you really feel that pushing up into the arch of your foot. It's a very prominent arch support, and we've also got a little bit of a sidewall and go-to support system on the outer aspect of the heel as well. So it provides some lateral support and medial support to the foot. It's got some nice broad-based support, and it's got some mild sole flare where it comes out wider than where your foot sits in the shoe to help keep you centered in the forefoot as you push off. In the Structure 26, they do have a mid-foot support system, but you don't feel it as prominently as what you do in the Brooks Adrenaline. So those of you who really enjoy that pressure underneath the arch of your foot, the Brooks will be a better option for you. It's a lot more subtle, especially in the softer cushioning in the ReactX foam of the Structure 26. It also has a very large sidewall on the outside of the heel on the Structure 26, which is bigger than what we have on the Adrenaline GTS 24. Has a slightly broader base of support and bigger sole flare in the forefoot to give you a bit more stability in the forefoot when you're pushing off. So we've got contrasting types of support. The guide rail system really focuses on keeping you centered in the shoe as you move. We've got a broader base of support in the Structure 26 for sure, and as we move up on top of the shoe, we've got a slightly wider toe box on the 26 than we do on the Adrenaline, but the Adrenaline comes in a wide and an extra wide at the moment. And with the Structure 25, it came in a wide and an extra wide. Structure 26, it's not available yet, but I'm sure it's to come. They're both true to size and length. We've got padded tongues on each, non-gusseted on the Adrenaline, semi-gusseted on the Structure, and we've got loads of padding around the heel counter that's extremely stiff on the Adrenaline GTS, that cradles your heel and helps control pronation moments when you initiate contact with the ground. A lot more flexibility in the Structure 26, so those of you with sensitivity around the back of the heel, you might enjoy the Structure 26 a little bit more than others, but for the majority of the population, I don't think you'll really notice it. When it comes to lifestyle use, standing and walking all day, as we touched on, the higher drop plus extra pressure on the forefoot, they're an excellent shoe in terms of daily comfort. They're relatively balanced, not as soft as some other stability shoes like the Gaviota 5 and the Asics Gel Kayano 32, so they sit somewhere in the middle, the Structure being slightly firmer than the Adrenaline. When it comes to running, they're still very heavy and clunky shoes for faster workouts. So in my size, a 12 US, the Adrenaline GTS 24 comes in at 330 grams, whereas it's very much heavier in the Structure 26, coming in around 353 grams for the same size. So both of them are quite heavy shoes, and that's because they pack in plenty of cushioning, but also lots of stability features as well. It's got a bit more push of an upper on the Adrenaline GTS, which contributes to that weight. So when it comes to running, they're moderate stability shoes. They can be used for easy runs, recovery runs, those longer runs. Yes, you can use them for marathon distance, but just keep in mind that they are a little bit heavier than some other stability shoes on the market. Otherwise, if you've got any questions on them, please drop in the comment section below. If you want to check out the latest prices, I got links to Amazon in the description below. Otherwise, if you found the video helpful, like and share and subscribing does make a massive difference to the channel, and thank you very much for watching.